Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. We've got some more Pokemon Go to talk about. Alright, so we're in December. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they've got going on. We talked about it briefly last video, and I said this video we're going to talk about something that is on the horizon in addition to something that happened over this weekend. So while I was trying to get a chance to share that information in a timely fashion, I also need to find what it is. I think it's in the game news. That's what I think. So let's just talk about Mythical Wishes. That's the new season. I think they had like Season of Light or whatever, and now we're in Mythical Wishes. They started it off with their raid, a super raid kind of thing. When I say super, I mean really it was mega. Mega is the word I'm looking for. They had more of those mega raids, and it was for Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion. Was it? No. I said all that wrong. Take two. While those three are going to be in the game with their shiny forms coming out raid hours, it was actually Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert. There you go. The evolutions, the final evolutions of the three starters are the ones that we had in this raid hour. My bad. It's early in the morning. Brain is kind of foggy. You understand. So, that said, those could be shiny as well. Now, last video I was a little bit confused, just like I guess I am this video too. I thought that you were going to get extra XP for what you were doing. So I was thinking, hey, instead of 25, maybe you get, or instead of 20,000, which is what we got, you'd get 25,000 with a Lucky Egg on. No, it, for whatever reason, was still 10,000 with a Lucky Egg on 20,000. However, they gave you up to 12 free passes. So if you were somewhere local, you could hit 12 as long as you were there. That was pretty cool. I don't think I used all 12. I might have used 9 of them, and then I used a bunch of remote raid passes. So I still ended up doing like 12 plus raids, and I didn't get one shiny, sadly. And honestly, I wasn't even looking for shinies. I have all three of those already shiny. I feel like you had Torchic Community Day. I feel like maybe Mudkip also had a Community Day, and you know, the grass one, I think that's Trico, I can't remember. That, you know, might have already been shiny at some point. I'm sure that three of them have that. So it would have been nice to just have a really good one be shiny from that raid. I was playing it for the XP. So I did cover most of the ground I wanted to cover. I was hoping, honestly, to get at least another mill out of the way, but we ended up falling 200,000 shy of that. But I do have a few soon-to-be best friends that after a couple more days, I could go ahead and do that and get myself within 3 million to the next level. So we may not get that 3 million. We're 3 weeks into almost to Christmas. I don't see myself going that hard on the game to finish that out, but it would be nice. It would be nice. We'll see. So that out of the way, how many of those did you get? Did you get any of these shinies? What were your thoughts? Did you have fun? I honestly can say I had fun. The weather wasn't the greatest, but some of y'all did show up, and we were able to knock out a few of them. Kind of like the last one where they had Guzzlord and, you know, some of the Ultra Beasts. You didn't need but maybe 3 or 4 people to do these. It took a lot longer, but fortunately, a lot of us are high enough level that with 3 or 4 people minimum, you can get it done. I say that because I'm constantly reminding folks that the game, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, is lagging a little bit. I won't even say a little bit. The game is falling off in regards to the community part of it, right? So the more people that come out, the easier you can knock out these raids. There's more opportunities to do raids as well. If you know people are going to be in certain areas. If you don't, and you don't get that feeling, then it kind of makes you complacent and you know, just using these apps or are doing these remote raids through these apps to have a more convenient experience, right? And I can't blame folks. Gas is what it is, but I'm going to end that little rant right there. I'm sure you'll hear it again in another video. So look, what they had coming up that I'm excited for, and a lot of us were excited for, the Pokédex. A lot of the things that Niantic has been holding back on is you being able to complete stuff. If you're able to complete Pokemon Go, then you just really don't have an incentive to continue playing, right? And so they're hip to that. And one of the Pokemon that a lot of us were looking for to complete our Pokédex was, I want to say, in the, let's see, I feel like, Johto's completed, so it's probably in the Hoenn region, where I think it's 352. That's the only one that I'm missing in that region. It's 352. So, what is that one? Well, if you looked it up, you know who it is. Now, don't hold it against me. Obviously, it's Kecleon. But it may not be the Hoenn region. I believe it is. So what we're going to do here is go into the news real quick to see it. And as you can see here, Mythical Wishes has an event of its own called Mythical Blade. Who could it be? Now, I said the names wrong again. Keldeo, the cult Pokemon, will be making its debut in Pokemon Go as part of the Something Extraordinary ticketed special research event. So it looks like there's going to be another ticketed thing here coming soon. I really felt like Keldeo turns into Kecleon. But like always, you can purchase these gifts and what have you. And we'll see how that happens. Yeah, this looks like a separate thing from what I just purchased. Because it does tell you get a total of 12 passes, increased chance to get rare candy, 50% more XP from raid battles. I felt like I didn't get that. Time 2 Stardust and all that. Didn't really care, but that looks like a separate, the Mega Raid Day for the Hoenns looked like it was separate from this Mythical Blade one. And maybe it's in the shop now. I don't see it there just yet. So maybe it's not there. But let's look up Keldeo, if we could. I want to see if Keldeo begots Kecleon. And if it's that same number in the Pokédex that we talked about. So here he is, Keldeo. And I'm not seeing, it's a water fighting type. I'm seeing Paldea and all that. Oh, Keldeo does not evolve. So, egg on my face there. Glad I'm looking it up live on camera instead of trying to correct myself. Dex number instead of next video. So 647 is actually Keldeo, but maybe Kecleon. Let's see if we can type that in. Kecleon, Pokemon Go, is the number that I was talking about. 352 is Kecleon, so still want that. We don't have that one yet. We can't complete that dex, unfortunately, but we do get Keldeo, and maybe in my brain I was picturing Kecleon like that. But Kecleon is more like this gecko-looking thing, like a chameleon. So we're still waiting on that. So we'll see. Yeah, Pokemon Go players demand Niantic release Kecleon. They're not releasing Kecleon. It is the gecko-looking thing. That's confirmed from Gen 3. But we're getting a Pokemon instead all the way in Gen 6, and or a further generation. And we're just going to have to keep waiting on that. But hey, a new Pokemon is a new Pokemon. So that said, are you still excited? All my gaffes aside in the video, Are you still looking forward to the event? Like I said, I had fun in the other event that just wrapped up, and I'm excited for the rest of the stuff they have. You know, the community day is going to be community day. It'll be a two-parter, and hopefully be an opportunity to get more of some of the shinies that maybe I don't have good ones, and I can get rid of the other ones, transfer them, something like that. So we'll see. Let me know. As always, make sure that you guys subscribe, like, share the video, do all that jazz for me, and I will see you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out.
Captain Sensation!